The Child Victims Act has opened the door for a Niagara Falls woman to sue the Buffalo Diocese.
She claims a middle school teacher abused her when she was a teenager and that church officials ignored her complaints. News 4 Investigates obtained a copy of the woman's lawsuit. Luke Moretti reports on what he learned.
Vanessa DeRosa has a story to tell.
I want what happened to me to not happen to anybody else.
A story that isn't pretty or blissful. A story that she says involves things that did happen and some things that did not, but should have happened during her years at St. Dominic Savio Middle School in Niagara Falls.
They told me I was lying, and they told me it didn't matter.
In a lawsuit filed against the Catholic Diocese of Buffalo, this 29-year-old claims that she was sexually abused and harassed by her computer teacher, Christian Butler, at about age 14. And despite repeated complaints to school officials, Vanessa says nothing was done to stop it. At the time, she recalls how the school's canonical liaison would not listen when she brought the abuse allegations to his attention.
He actually physically put his fingers in his ears and said, la, 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 I'm not listening to you.
Among other things, the lawsuit alleges that Christian Butler asked Vanessa to stay after class and get naked and have sex with him in the back seat of a car.
He felt emboldened by his environment. I mean, he felt emboldened because nothing was happening to him.
Attorney Steve Cohen is one of Vanessa's lawyers.
Here he had students that were complaining about acts committed by this predator, and time after time after time after time, he emerged unscathed.
But Christian Butler's time was about to run out, right around the time when Vanessa finished middle school and started high school.
Then she found out that at least 2 other female students were being abused by Christian Butler, and that was when she decided to, and I don't say the word lightly, be a hero.
That was definitely the last straw for me.
Almost immediately, Vanessa says she notified law enforcement authorities.
Not long after he was arrested.
Butler served time in prison, but the statute of limitations prevented Vanessa from pursuing a civil case. That is, until now. New York State's Child Victims Act was recently signed into law by Governor Cuomo. It extends the statute of limitations for child sexual abuse cases, making it possible for Vanessa to bring a claim against the Diocese of Buffalo. And despite the dark and despicable actions that she says happened many years ago, faith, she says, is still an important factor in her life.
To me, still believing in God and the religion is separate than what these people did. These are, humans that made a huge mistake.
Now, the lawsuit also states that Vanessa has sustained psychological injuries and continues to suffer from emotional pain. A spokesperson for the diocese declined to comment because the matter is now in litigation. Luke Moretti, News 4.